EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Already here, they'll audible to something else. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. You look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Pickett looking to change things up. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver in that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Pickett sets up play action. And this one is incomplete. The Steelers at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Fighting for it. He's got space. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Go ultra. Ready.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
3, fight, white. Ready?
2nd down, Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Romeo Dobbs is intended Steeler defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need 12 here. It's third down. Love looking to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right, 97.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Love now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Black Ultra.
glove. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Right there, hurt. 18, right here.
Pickett now on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Pickett going to move his guys around. On the give, this is Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after he ran down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the rookie Jaden Reed. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Come on, 38. Black shot.
On 3rd down, Love. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Brandon Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Austin. So possession goes over here on the play. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Go, Reed. Go. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strike. Check. Strike. Check.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8.
Ready.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 23. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
17. Green. Ready?
Play action this time with Love. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Down. Smash. Smash. Set.
Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year.
Ready,
Excellent
ready.
job stopping him there on 1st down.
Set.
Jones again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Anders Carlson, the kickoff for the Packers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now Pickett changing the play. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action, Pickett. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Let's go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The return is Reed. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play fake. Here's Love. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Okay, ready?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Drill green. Blaster, six. 52 blaster.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready, set.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Jones. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Come on,
Behind the chain, second and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
Ready, break. Clock, 10.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal.
Ultra. Steal. Check steal. Quick. Yellow. Cut.
They'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Gets by him at the 25. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here we go, here we go. Drill, 52. Pause red. Ready.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right, right. Flag. On the ball. On the ball.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed. Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing. Because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Pickett looking to change things up. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else. Johnson goes in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Reed. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down.
Here we go. Black one. Edo blue. Blue check. Smith red. Black shot. Slide blue. Red cycle. Set up.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Blaster, sit.
Here's Love. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 105 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. loss of 2. Brings up a 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Pickett sets up play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
2nd and 10.
10 cycles. Watch out now. 50 series.
Love looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
So far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Ready?
Throwing. Love. Incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pickett going to move his guys around. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 41 yards. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Christian Watson. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Ready,
They'll operate
ready.
from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Come on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
22 needle. Check pink. Magic. Ready.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 46, here's second and 3.
17.
And now they'll shift things around.
Opposite. 3.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Now second and 3.
Striker. 3-3. Flick. Yellow. Black block. Red.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Love with it here. Third and short yardage. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Here's Austin. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now Pickett, changing to play. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
79 Bronco. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. 69 Warriors, 70.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, go steal. Set.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
62 Blaster.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Pardon me, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Let's go.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Glove. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Here we go.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Check White.
Love fires that quickly outside. Touchdown! Jaden Reed, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
Second and 1.
They run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
19 tight.
Pickett back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Let's go now. 43 rail. Green jack. Smash, red. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey,
Dobbs goes in motion.
Black ultra. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Following the interception, Love. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 44 yards. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Carlson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 14. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The owner is happy with that one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up second and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back to throw, Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Pickett on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Down.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Strike. Set.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready. Drill.
Love wants to shift things around.
Blue. Black shot. Ready.
On 2nd and 9. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Up the middle, Jones. Oh, a good move at the 5. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, check mega. Ultra. Go ultra. Check smash. Strike. Check strike.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Packers 38, Steelers 14. Anders Carlson to kick off.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Green Bay, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.